Hi everyone, welcome back to another Reddit cheating story. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and notification bell if you love to watch more cheating stories. If you want to know how to get back your ex-girlfriend and boyfriend, click the link below.
My wife, 25F, has been cheating on me, 27 per meter, for 6 weeks. Backstory. I am a former drug addict and convicted felon. I met my wife 3 weeks after I got out of prison, 3 YRs. She comes from a family of drug addicts and is an avid non-drug user, and I've been clean for 6 years now. When we got together, life was bliss. I felt like I really got a second chance in life. 3 months after we met, she was pregnant. We had our beautiful baby boy 9 months later, and we were married. Throughout the pregnancy, I had been trying to get a job through any and all means necessary. These efforts were proven unfruitful. I even accepted several job offers which were later pulled away after my background checks. I have gun charges, non-violent, I'm talking jobs at a grocery store, gas station, etc. How was I going to be able to care for this child I'm bringing into this earth? Then the opportunity presents itself, as I am rather handy. I became a contractor. Now 2.5 years later, I own and operate a very profitable, $700K annual revenue, contracting business based solely off of word of mouth, which has several employees, machines, earth-moving equipment, etc. I was even able to purchase a $300K house for my wife, son and I. 5 months ago, she has been a stay-at-home mom since birth. To do this required a lot of effort on my part. Working long hours, handling contracts at night, estimates on weekends, etc. That caused a strain on our relationship, but I needed to be able to get this thing up and running. My goal is to build the revenue and net margins high enough to where I can hire salespeople and project managers. Not just tradesmen. Then I can work short, easy days, just making sure that things are running smoothly, and all the while bringing home a nice salary to provide for my family, and being able to spend as much time as possible with my family. The American dream, something that seemed impossible until it became possible for us. Fast forward. We spend the night out at a neighbor's house enjoying their company, and we get home around 11 p.m. I am ready for bed, as I have to work the following morning. My wife's been drinking with the neighbors and doesn't want to go to sleep. Which is fine, however she wants to go walk around our property to wear herself out. I don't like this, as we have a problem with trespassers, which are shady characters at this property, and I don't want to be asleep in bed while something happens to her. She settles on staying inside our fenced-in backyard. We have cameras. It had been around 20 minutes and I didn't see a notification of any movement, so I turned on one of the backyard cameras and she was at the very back of the fence and I could hear a voice echoing. She was talking to someone. I walked out there and she didn't hear me come out of the house. As I approached, I heard a man's voice, and she still didn't hear me approaching. I was 10 feet away when she saw me, and she gave me those deer in headlights eyes and said, "Why are you spying on me?" The man on the other end of the line promptly hangs up. I snatch the phone. She claims it's her cousin she was talking to. I know this to be a lie. She doesn't want me looking through her phone. I do anyway. I find screenshots she took of the sexual conversations she was having with this man, followed up by a selfie of them together, inside of the new vehicle I just bought her. My 2.5-year-old was in the car with them. These messages date back 6 weeks. Which is also odd, because for the 4 weeks we had been trying for another baby. She claims they never had sex and she didn't want his attention, she wanted mine, but I was too busy with work to give it to her. I find out who this man is, a long-lost ex-boyfriend, and as it turns out, he is also engaged. Has a 7-month-old and his fiancée is 4 months pregnant. I promptly sent her a message with all of the things I've found thus far. She talks with her fiancé, he admits that they did have sex, in the car I bought her. My wife claims they're lying. Now, here comes the question. What do we do from here? I don't want to come home from work and my son not be there. But at the same time, how do I ever trust her again? I want to strangle her, but at the same time in my heart I still love her. She's the mother of my child. I know it's a little petty, but I just want to get back at her. I want her to feel the way I feel right now. I want to go get some girl and bring her back to the house so she can see us come inside on the camera. But that doesn't solve anything either. I'm stumped. Heartbroken. Lost. I can't sleep, I can't eat. I just feel devastated and hurt. She says she loves me and all she wants is me, and wants to save our family. I want the same, but I don't know how I can do it. Does anyone have advice for me? Here are the best comments, advices that I gathered for this wonderful story. She's really trying to blame you for her complete failure as a wife and mother? Get tested ASAP. She is lying to you. No way the guy would admit to sex if he didn't do it. Get a postnuptial. Any cheating and she gets nothing. Triple down on birth control. Don't try again for at least 2 years. Just another baby you'll have to pay child support on. Tell her no more. What kind of mother has her 2-year-old around her app? She needs a job ASAP. Any job. Maybe it can only pay for daycare and doesn't even help. You need a babysitter for her. Plus, if she stays at home, you'll have to pay her alimony. Her having a job will ease that bill quite a bit. No such thing as a single stay-at-home mom, so either way she needs to get to work. You can't save it unless you're willing to lose it. Meet with a lawyer to get the full financial picture. Your income may go down because you'll work less with having your son. Tell her you are doing it. She is still lying and maybe knowing you'll walk away will slap her back to reality about what she is losing. Get Life 360 on her phone since she's willing to put herself in harm's way, to talk to this guy and not making good choices. No contact with app. Any contact and you walk away. Together, make her go apologize to his pregnant-so and their baby. She needs to see all the hurt her selfishness is causing. Sell her car. She wants to do who knows what in it. Super. Downgrade it to something that won't be so hot or fun. Yeah, you tell her she needs to tell you the truth. Stop the bees and come clean. Tell her the app had enough respect to his fiancé and mother of his children to tell her the truth and you deserve the same. Listen very carefully. You already have records. If your wife decide to bring fake charges against you, you are done. You will never see your kids. If you actually hurt her, then you obviously deserve everything coming at you. I suggest you to keep a calm head and head to a lawyer. First things first. She is clearly lying. Why would the ex lie about sex? Without honesty, there's zero chance as it only erodes your feelings for her further. Secondly, while you are hurting, you must consider your son and the potential trauma. I think a trial separation is almost a must here. She needs to move out for a couple of weeks. Have switch-offs at night about the child only. No other chit-chat or use an intermediary. There is very little chance your marriage survives this, but it starts with her actions. Right now, she's said a lot of words. Let's see her show action. How will she change? The small chance of survival first starts with honesty. Ask her for a timeline. And start looking into affair recovery books or therapists. I hate to be that guy, but you really need a DNA test for your son to rule out any paternity other than you. She got pregnant awfully quickly. App is a historic sexual partner. She is very comfortable having him around her son and she wants to try for another baby at the same time as the affair became hot. Any one of these are good reasons to test after infidelity, but all four make it mandatory. So sorry that you are in this position. Please don't make any decision right now if you want to divorce or reconcile. Take your time. Stay away from alcohol and drugs, they won't help you. Tell her that you can't believe her after all the lies she told you, so in your own interest, she needs to go to a doctor, get tested for STDs and show you the results. Right now, even if you would want to stay with her, it wouldn't work out and she would do the same again sooner or later. The reason for that are the following. She doesn't regret what she did, only that she got caught. This is shown clearly by how she reacted when you caught her. You caught her, she never wanted to end this affair. In her mind, she made a decision for this affair, against you and stick to that decision. Only because you caught her, she cannot have this affair right now. Not because she made a decision that she no longer wants this affair. She blames you for decisions she made. You are not at fault. She made the decision to betray you. Your wife had many options and made a decision for her affair. She could have just as well talked to you, ask for counseling or even ask for a divorce if she felt so neglected. But she didn't because she didn't feel neglected, she wanted this freedom so that she can engage in her affair. In addition, what now? You will need to keep on working, and when she blamed your working hours, she also told you that she will do the same again as soon as you need to work longer again. Meet with a lawyer and find out what a divorce would look like for you and let her know that you will meet with a lawyer. You need to find out what each of your options look like before you make a decision. Your wife needs to work out her issues by herself and needs to answer you the question why she wanted to betray you before you can think about reconciliation or divorce. The answer that she did it because you were so much at work is no reason. She is just looking for reasons to excuse the decisions she made. If you would have worked less and brought home less money, then she would have done the same because you couldn't provide for her the way she wanted. This didn't happen because of something you did or haven't done. This only happened because she wanted this affair. It's all over bar the crying, but as others have said, be strategic. First she needs to get off her ass and get a job. Even if the money all goes in daycare, if you have to work outside the home, every able-bodied person in the household has to do the same. She was sitting home with enough time to be screwing her ex-boyfriend while you were out busting your ass. Get a postnuptial with a fidelity clause, drawn up by a lawyer, get an STD screen and a DNA test. If you choose to stay, know that there's a strong possibility that she'll cheat again. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you think. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Stay tuned for more cheating